This is Tom Common for Good Rockin' Tonight. We're backstage at Peabody's Down Under with Book of Love. We've got Ted and Susan OTTAVIANO. Is that right?
That's good.
Now, you guys both have the same name. You've known each other since you were little kids, but you're not family. How do two people in the same neighborhood have the name OTTAVIANO and not be related?
It's just such a weird coincidence. This is the first question that everyone asks us all the time, and we really wish we could come up with some real good reason. But we're probably from the same village in Italy. There's only like about 3 or 4 families that are supposed to be from this village. But as far as being closely related, we're not. We're probably like about 6 or 7 cousins.
Ted, you've been quoted as saying that you're trying to, what was the quote? I have it written
What the hell did you say?
You have a brighter outlook on things. Give me an example. Brighter outlook on what?
Well, I think when we started the first time, we had a brighter outlook on things. I don't know if that's true anymore, although we're optimistic and positive. But I mean, you know, I think that our music on the first album is very much upbeat, and you know, I think that's why people think it's dance music, because it has that sort of feeling to it. You know, I think that in the future, what Book of Love is going to do still remains to be seen, but you know, I feel that the music is going to grow and it's going to change, and we plan on having, I think, a more dimensional album than the first one was. For us, the first one was a collection of songs over the last 2 years, because 2 songs were previously released, I Touch Roses and Boy, and so it's the continuity of having one album that you record at one time, I think, is really special, and you can't duplicate that. And so that's probably what the next album's going to have. But I do feel that that quote, I think, had to do with the fact that this album does have a lot of upbeat material on it, very positive, a much more positive approach to music.
Speaking of your music, you signed with Sire Records in 1985, and real soon after, you had a big hit with Boy. How did it feel right away to get that big positive response?
Yeah, well, we felt really strongly about the song, so I guess we weren't that surprised, but we were very excited, and you know, the record was only out for a few weeks, and we got literally thrown on a tour, and you know, doing all sorts of things that we had always. That's another reason why we were so excited when we first got started, because we were able to do the things that we'd been trying to do for about 2 or 3 years.
Well,
so that was exciting.
It was a little bit of a surprise and it was exciting, and then less than a year later, or about a year later, you come out with I Touch Roses, another one that goes to #1 on all the dance charts. Did you anticipate such a success right away, that soon after your first success?
Well, we felt strongly when we got signed with Boy. Boy was just one of the songs that we felt that it was just one of the songs that we had, and I mean, were you?
No, I thought Roses was stronger than Boy. You know, it's a little different. It's almost, you know, it's probably not as immediately, you know, recognizable as Boy, but in a way I felt it was stronger. It didn't surprise me. I mean, you know, I guess in a way that confidence or that arrogance is probably what gets you to the point where you're even on.
When you're involved in a group like this, you're really putting all your eggs in one basket, and you're always really strong, and you know, this is all we do. So we're really involved in it.
And you must do other things. What do you do for fun? Where do you guys live? New
York?
Go
to play at a club.
Well, the club scene in New York is very different than it was then. It's not about live music. It's more about spectacle almost. It's about going out and being seen. The clubs are gigantic, places like Palladium and Area and things like that. And it's a different sort of scene. But you know, our music is played there a lot. But it's not like it was when we first started out. You'd go out and you'd see a new band, and these new bands were like the Psychedelic Furs or OMD, or bands that now are playing in very big places.
Sure. And what do you see down in the future for you? What's down the road?
Well, when we get back, we're going to start working on some new stuff. We're also going to get ready to possibly go out again and do some more touring. But I think the immediate plans is to start working on our new material, to have some sort of idea of what '87 is going to be like, get ready for that year. But, you know, it really depends a lot on, you know, how week to week our record is out there now, how well it's doing, means how much responsibilities that we have elsewhere besides being at home and working on our new stuff.
Well, good luck to you, and thanks for being here, Ted and Susan.
Thank you.
This is Tom Common for Good Rockin' Tonight, backstage with Book of Love.